Alright, hey friends, welcome back. It's time for another pet video. Some new pets dropped recently, and I've been getting some questions about how good Shadow Manticore is in particular. The short answer is pretty freaking good, but let me explain why. So first, let's understand why people were using Sand Lizard. Sand Lizard on Maggrat was previously a useful pet to have because Maggrat benefits from receiving healing. She has an attack buff that she gets every time that she receives a heal. And so Sand Lizard being able to heal every 6 seconds would give her another chance to get the buff. Now on top of that, you could add things like Great Care so that you can get an extra heal every few seconds. You could put Advanced Chain Strike on so that you'll heal as you do your auto attacks. Basically, the more heals you could stack on this one pet, the better, because that would help Maggrat keep her attack buff going. So Sand Lizard is good if you want survivability. However, you lose out on a lot of damage. Now let's take a look at Shadow Manticore. The interesting thing about Shadow Manticore is that its skill does damage but still gives you a heal. So you're actually able to get your healing while also now doing damage to the target. And if you build correctly, the damage that you can get out of Shadow Manticore, especially on Maggrat, is going to be incredible. Let me show you. The real big thing is the crystal skill. I don't know exactly what they would call this. This is the skill you would get in the crystal shop at the end of the season. Advanced Barbarism is nuts. The war pet has an 80% chance to deal additional damage to the target when it's healed by a hero skill. Listen to that very closely. When healed by a hero skill. Let's go back to Maggrat real quick, because she has variable healing on all her attacks. So that means that every single auto attack that Maggrat's gonna do, if she gains healing from it, that's a hero skill. So that means that you're gonna have an 80% chance to deal extra damage literally every auto attack. And I think those attacks are about once every second. So that means that you're getting an 80% chance to do more damage every second. And that means that if you build your Shadow Manticore really well, you can do so much damage with this pet while still not losing out on the heal, which is insane to me. So another thing that Shadow Manticore has going for it is the core skills. Aside from this one here, which we just spoke about, being able to heal and do damage by healing constantly on a hero that heals when they attack, you see how nuts this sounds? On top of that, the intense version is just straight up a damage buff. And if you upgrade this fully, you've got 35% more damage on every attack that you do. And remember, you've got an 80% chance to do damage on every single auto attack. You're going to get tons of value out of these skills. So the actual rage skill itself, even though those numbers are not so big, you're going to get your damage out of this skill here, which means you need to start saving crystals, because you're going to have to buy this out of the end of season store. So win your season, get that dragon, and pick this up, because this pet is going to be nuts once it's fully built. Here's what I recommend. Get your core skills, get as many as you can on now. At the end of the season, when you get your 4 crystals, put Advanced Barbarism on. And as soon as you've got that there, start building Chain Strike. You could put Intense Chain Strike on as well to get a little extra damage if you want to do that as well. I don't think it's 100% necessary. What is necessary is Advanced Chain Strike, because this is going to give you even more healing when you proc Chain Strike. And remember, you need to stack heals on Maggrat to keep that attack buff going, because it only lasts 3 seconds. So you need to heal a lot. I highly recommend that you put on Tooth and Claw, because this is going to boost your war pet's physical skill damage. So that 80% chance you have to deal damage to the target every time you heal can now become even stronger. And the best part is you can make it crit. You can put some of these crit spells on too. You can have your hero that has crit chance, and you can have your pet that has crit chance attacking simultaneously. Guys, the damage is going to be insane. So Shadow Manticore is very meta. Start picking them up. And as for what skills you should use, I would say if you're going to go by the guide that the game is giving you, stick to these top 6. If I were to narrow it down to 8 skills in particular, the one that I would take out of here is Intense Chain Strike. That's my thoughts on Shadow Manticore. So if you have questions, you know where to find me. Discord, comment section. I'll answer as much as I can. I'm going back to kicking pay to win's ass. All right, peace.